Hello. I saw a video where a guy took a lawnmower, put it on a string, and let it self-propel in a circle, progressively getting shorter and shorter and shorter until it met in the middle, basically a pilotless lawnmower. So I'm going to give it a shot myself. I've got my 21-inch lawn boy here, self-propelled of course, and so I put an eye bolt on here. I put a hole in, about a quarter inch nut on the back, and then I used a wing nut, just that's all I had, to kind of tighten it up so it won't move anywhere, or it won't move as easily. If you put it too far back, when you start to move forward with it, it doesn't want to pull the wheels forward. It kind of slides it sideways, which you don't want. So if you put it a little bit further forward, that string pulling this way will help steer the wheels better than if it's further back. I suppose the farther up you put it, the better, but this seemed to be pretty decent for me. So because it's 21 inches, you have to get a pipe or something that is close to it, but not too close to 21. You want it to overlap a little bit. So this is actually a 6 1/4 inch pipe, outside diameter, so 1/8 inch walls. If you do some math, pi r squared, I believe, or something like that, basically multiply 6 by 3.14, and you get 19-ish. So there'll be a 2-inch overlap on every pass. This pipe is kind of big. I'm not going to need the whole thing. Maybe you only need about a foot and a half, but I'll cut 2 feet just to be safe. And I'll show you how I plan on attaching it to the grass. Looking good. It's got the bell on the bottom of it too. Extra fancy. I guess you've got two options. If you have concrete stakes, those have holes in them, maybe every inch or so. Those would be ideal, because you could put maybe as few as one and then just line up some bolts and bolt it in so this doesn't spin. Obviously if this spins, it's not going to make the string become shorter, and it defeats the purpose of the whole project. I don't have holes in mine, unfortunately, so what I'm going to do is take my 2 big spikes, which honestly could be a signpost, could be anything, whatever you can pound into the ground. Put one there, so it touches the side, and then I'll probably just put some bolts in there, just so that when it wants to spin, the bolts that are in there are going to be hitting the spikes that I have in there, and will not allow this to turn. So we put a couple of holes in here. There's a carriage bolt there, that might not be bad. 2 carriage bolts. Yeah, kind of the same length. Let's see if I have... That one's good. I think the end of that's kind of boogered up a little bit. Let's try this one. No. All right, there we go. Those 2 should work. So this is going to be against the ground, and I want to put probably one of these here. and one on the other side. Right about there. I'd have to go a hair bigger for this carriage bolt. Look at that. Like a glove. And then reach inside of here and tighten that nut all the way down. All right, other side. Right, so now the pipe has nowhere to spin. There we go. Let's put it in the ground. So last thing we need is an anchor point for the rope. That's a pretty good height there. Just put one more hole right there. And that should do it. So I have parachute cord going all the way to where I want to put it, and I basically put it right in the middle of where I want it, so that the lawnmower touches that edge and it touches the edge behind me. So the last step using this is to put my anchor point in, which again is another eye bolt hooked into the parachute cord. That just goes right in. I have a wing nut. That's just because what I had, it doesn't really matter. Wing nut's a little bit easier than trying to get a tool in here, but a box head wrench or a socket will easily fit in there. And that's all there is to do that. So here's the middle, and I want to get my stakes in. So it's going to be going clockwise. So if it goes clockwise, I want to have one stake there and then one on this side. And again, you can use anything, a fence post, maybe even rebar. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. This is just stuff that I happen to have. All right, so there we go. This will, and it will go counterclockwise, but will not turn clockwise. Gonna work our way to the other edge. And hook into the lawnmower. So I have a carabiner on this side. We're going to hook it right into there. We got it. just like that. So it's nice and taut. So this lawn boy has a safety and also has the drive wheels. So I have clamps, which we will use to clamp them both just for safety measures. So let's give it a start here. So I just put a brand new blade on here, and of course I took the spark plug off just so that I didn't kill myself. Okay, let's try this again. This is the Lawn Boy with the true start commitment. I think they tell you if it takes more than 2 pulls to start it, they'll give you a brand new engine, and I don't know, 5 or 7 years later it's still starting up within seconds. So let's see. There you go. Oop. Might be a little bit flooded.